Okay, so I think we're ready to get started now. Looks like everybody's got their place, and all right, great. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this evening's galactic event with Bashar. I'm April from Bashar Communications, and I'd like to welcome not only everybody that's here in the room, but all the people that are joining us from all around the world, connecting in via streaming and teleconference to set up this energy grid that is reverberating all around the planet now that says, we want contact. And so I can feel the vibration myself right now, and I'd like you all to be able to just take a moment and tune into that global energy that's around our world like a grid, vibrating with the idea of contact. Tonight's session is entitled The Apprentice, the Adept, and the Alchemist, and it's a story about our process of change and ascension. And so, as many of you know, 2013 is truly a hallmark year, and a lot of changes going on, and a lot of opportunities to deal with really deep issues that may be coming up for you during this year. So this is the best time to be applying Bashar's ideas about giving positive meaning to anything that's coming your way, and to take that positive or at least a neutral perspective on whatever's coming through and allow it to amplify your vibration and transform your life to the next level of energy. Tomorrow night, Bashar is going to be speaking on Saturn's Day. That'll be Saturday night, Saturn's Day, the Council of Nine. And that session is about our Saturn's energetic relationship to planet Earth and what the Council of Nine represents in our spiritual journey of enlightenment. And then on Sunday, which is Father's Day, Bashar has entitled that session Jupiter, the Eye of the Storm and the Watchful Father. And that session will be about Jupiter's energetic relationship to planet Earth and the expression of the Father energy that guides us along our path of expanding awareness. So this is really a weekend that's dedicated to the planets and all the energies associated with that. And I think that you all will find that it's a very enlightening opportunity to move forward in your journey of planet Earth and contact with our ET friends. I'd like to mention a few of the administrative things to make sure that everybody knows what's going on tonight. And the first thing is I just want to ask everyone to please shut off your cell phones. And also to please remember that there is no recording of the session. We will have CDs, DVDs, and downloadables, MP3s and MP4s of the session available. And in fact, in terms of the CDs and DVDs, we offer those at a discounted rate for everyone that is here tonight if you want to order them. And if you are interested in ordering, we have some pre-order forms that we can make it easy for you by handing them out now. So if you're interested in a CD or DVD, if you would just raise your hand and we'll pass a form down to you. So while we're doing that, I'd like to ask how many people here are experiencing Bashar in person for the first time? Oh my goodness. Wow, that's amazing. So, okay, how many of you have seen him on YouTube? Right. So at least you won't be completely blown out of the water, right, when you experience him for the first time. Because as Darryl will tell you, Bashar is very bold and exceedingly direct. And he's also funny. So if you want to put your hands up again, if you needed a pre-order form. Okay. Other things to mention? Okay. Oh, also, if you're interested in getting Bashar CDs or DVDs, we actually sell them at a very discounted rate here at the events. So that's one of the benefits of coming to an event. So those are outside on the tables out there. And also, I know a lot of people have been asking about the contact crystals, and we are still working with our supplier to get some more of them. We've actually not had some for about a month now. What we do have is we have pendants, contact crystal pendants. Some are etched, some are not. And they're up here at the table here in the front. So if you're interested in that, we do expect to have contact crystals available soon. As soon as we receive them, we will definitely let you know. Okay, and I also wanted to mention, at this hotel you have to have your parking validated. So if you either go to the gift shop or to the front desk or to the restaurant, then you can get your ticket validated. And let's see. I wanted to also explain how it will work when we do the question and answer portion of tonight's session. Basically, what will happen is that we will pick the names by lottery from a basket. Darryl will do that when he comes up here to the front. And then if your name is chosen, if you would get in the line over here, and then when it's your turn, we will actually give you a ticket so that when your name is called, we'll have a ticket for you. And Sherry will bring it over and give it to you. And then you'll come up to the microphone, which will be here, and ask the question. And if you would wait until they adjust the microphone so that it's the perfect height for you and we get really good sound quality, that would be great. And when you're finished asking your question, if you would be sure and go back this way instead of crossing in front of the camera, that would be wonderful. Okay. And the other announcement that I want to make that's so exciting is that we have actually started production on our Bashar documentary. This is an extremely exciting thing. It's a co-production between Zia Film, Darryl's production company, and Bashar Communications, and we'll be filming this summer. And one of the exciting things about that is on July 19th, it's a Friday night here at the Beverly Garland Hotel, we will be holding a free session with Bashar that will be specifically for recording for the movie. And for those of you that sign up to be at that session, then we will actually have a special gift with that also. So this will be something that's available to sign up for online, and when you go to the Bashar website, you'll be able to see that and all the information about coming and being part of the Bashar documentary. I also wanted to mention that at the end of tonight's session, as well as tomorrow night and on Sunday afternoon, Emmy will be doing interviews for individuals that are interested in possibly being in the documentary, where you have an opportunity to share how Bashar has impacted your life and little information about what it's meant for you. So we invite you, if you're interested in being in the documentary and having an interview. Let's see. I'm going to ask you to come and give your name to Jill at the end. Do you want to stand up for a second, Jill, so they can see you? Okay, here's Jill. Jill's been around forever. Since like the 1980s, so she's a long-time Bashar person. And she's up here at the contact crystal table also. So you can give her your name, and then we'll coordinate with Emmy to get your interview. And lastly, we are still open to additional investors in the production of the Bashar documentary. And So additional contributions will allow us to have the highest production quality for our special effects and all the wonderful things that are going to go on with CGI in this documentary. So if you're interested, please talk to Darryl, and he can give you additional information about that. Or you can email me at april@bashar.org, and we will talk to you further about it. So we really appreciate your support. Okay, so lastly, as many of you know, I do dolphin and whale workshops, and our next dolphin workshop is in October. And so we'd like to show you a short video on what it's like to swim with the dolphins in Hawaii and experience 5 days of pre-recorded Bashar meditations that are guaranteed between the meditations and the dolphins. They will send you into the stratosphere. So I'll turn that over to Emmy, and we can show the video.
Will you swim in the same ocean? Swim in the same ocean with me? Oh yes, swim in the same ocean. Swim in the same ocean with me. Together we'll play. Our distant lands won't seem so far away. You'll be close to me when we share the water of the same sea. How much closer we'll be when you swim in the same ocean with me. Swim in the same ocean. 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 May our hearts beat together by the same rays of sunlight and breathe. And when night falls upon us, by the same stars above, we'll dream. Whoa, though miles apart, we've flown together like the beat of just one heart. The same air we'll breathe from different lands that share the same sea. How much closer we'll be when you swim in the same ocean with me. Swim in the same ocean. Swim in the same ocean. Swim in the same ocean. Swim in the same ocean.
Though there may be many islands of land, there is only one ocean that surrounds them all. And the dolphins and the whales are connected to all places because they know it is all one sea, one ocean, one world.
We've flown together like the beat of just one heart. And you feel close to me when we share the water of the same sea. Oh, how happy we'll be when you swim in the same ocean with me. Swim in the same ocean. Swim in the same ocean. Swim in the same ocean.
as you can see, when we're swimming with the dolphins, we get really close. Like sometimes they are literally just inches away from you. And one thing that I was experiencing this last time I was in Hawaii was that I would have dolphins come over and they would spin me. Like literally a dolphin would come up, make eye contact, and start spinning me in a circle. And then before he was finished, another dolphin would come in and start spinning me. And I think one time I had like 4 dolphins in a row. So it's just such an interactive, amazing experience. So if you have the opportunity to come to Hawaii and enjoy our workshop, that would be lovely. And you can contact us at if you just go to the Bashar website, bashar.org, there's more information about it there. And lastly, we also have a Whales of Atlantis workshop for next spring in 2014. And we're still working out those dates, but if you're interested, you can also contact me at april@bashar.org, and I'll show you a brief video of some of the sights that you can see when you encounter a 45-foot whale underwater and make eye contact. So that journey with the Whales of Atlantis is a journey that Bashar takes you on through a series of guided meditations that will take you deep into the world of Atlantis and what it was like way back when. And when we do that trip, we're out on the boat 7 days on a liveaboard boat, and you're surrounded by whales all week. And it is amazing. And as you can see, those are soft in-water encounters. So we don't actually swim with them. We stay still in the water and we let the whales come over to us. But it is truly amazing experience. So I hope you can join us. So, Darryl, I think we're ready for you now. If you'd like to come up, we'll set up the stage now and get things ready for you. And we'll pick the names of who's going to be asking questions tonight. You like that part, huh?
I have channeled quite some time ago in a lot of different countries. I speak a very small smattering of Japanese and very little French. But right now, because of the focus on the films and stuff like that, the travel plans keep me close to home. Yeah. I was wondering. See, I get to answer questions. I'm sorry, say the question again? Bashar? He is not of this dimension. Correct. Would he be of a higher? Higher. Yeah. Sure, yeah. Uh-huh. We're nothing if not consistent. So we know what to do quickly, as quickly as possible. Yeah, one more, a couple more, because we need to get going. But go ahead. He doesn't even really hear. He senses the energy patterns of the person he's interacting with, and he sort of perceives us holographically and focuses on whatever information he needs to address at that particular moment. What's happening here is he's not actually here. This is a telepathic connection. My body, my brain is functioning like a translation device. He's not even speaking English. He's just sending thoughts. And that's being automatically translated into the language that I was raised to know, which is English. So he's just picking up on energy patterns and responding according to what he's perceiving energetically. Did that answer your question? Yes? Okay. Yeah. The sacred circuits. You can do whatever you want with them, as long as it's legal. He recommends 15 minutes for certain kinds of meditations because he says that's kind of a natural cycle in our brain in terms of absorbing new information. It's like what you need. It's the maximum amount. Any more is almost kind of like overkill for certain things. So that's all you really need. Are we ready to get going, or? Okay, well. How old I was? I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm 61. So, yes, sir. The crystals? They're pretty. Well, there's obviously a representation of energy in them, and the light itself, the crystals themselves, have, in a sense, an effect on our system. So it just kind of helps to sort of balance out the energy. It provides kind of an interesting, illuminated atmosphere for the channeling. But, at this particular point, it's nothing more mysterious than that. What's happening? Oh, I'm good.
Now he's actually
I'm
hot?
I'm hot. All right.
Well, we hope you're hot because we're about ready.
Thanks.
Are you really hot?
I'm getting there.
All right. So I guess, are we all ready now to get started? Yeah? Well, thank you all again for coming tonight and bringing this incredible energy into this room. I'm just feeling the buzz already, and I know it's going to be a spectacular evening. So, without further ado, I'd like to turn this over to Darryl and thank both him and Bashar for opening up this window for us and helping us to reach for the stars.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here tonight. Please have a good time. I'll see you later. Let us say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right. I will take that as an okay. First and foremost, once again, we would like to thank each and every one of you individually and all of you together collectively for the co-creation of this interaction with our civilization in this way. Each and every time you provide us an opportunity to interact with you this way, we are provided a gift by you to allow us to experience through you all that many more ways that creation has of expressing itself. And so we thank you for the expansion of our understanding of creation. In return for the gift that you are giving us this day of your time, we would now like to discuss information that we have titled The Apprentice, the Adept, and the Alchemist. The idea of this story of transformation, this story of ascension, this analogy, if you will, takes account of different states of being that can be, shall we say, represented in a simple analogy by ice, water, and steam. Ice being the apprentice, water being the adept, steam being the alchemist. Different states of the same material, different frequencies of energy. Very different in terms of what they are capable of doing, how they appear, how they are able to interact with reality, but essentially the same material. As you, on your journey, allow yourself to go through these stages of apprenticeship and become an adept, and finally allow yourself to ascend to the vibration, in a sense, of the alchemist, please understand that it is not about running away from material reality. It is about truly appreciating what each stage has to offer and utilizing it as fully as you can. For there is absolutely nothing that is not spiritual about physical reality. It's all in how you relate to it. It's all in how you apply it. It's all in how you use it. Let's look at this story of these three different states of matter. The idea of ice in your apprenticeship. Things may seem to be solid, rigid, frozen, static. May not seem to necessarily always be moving at an accelerated rate. Yet, if you understand that everything happens in perfect timing, you will allow yourself to truly begin to appreciate the qualities of ice. Now, while it is true that there is an ability to appreciate the qualities of anything, there is also, in the sense of the timing, an understanding and a sense when it is time to move beyond a certain state, when it is time to ascend, when it is time to increase your frequency, your vibration of energy, and move to and become a different state. But while you are in a particular state, maximize your ability to truly utilize that state, appreciate that state, apply that state. For example, even though, as we said, while you are in an apprenticeship, learning something new, you have the ability to feel that things are not moving fast, like ice, moving slowly, static, frozen, seemingly. There is still movement, but of a different kind. The analogy of a glacier can be utilized here. For even though a glacier seems to be moving very slowly, it is very powerful. Nothing, in a sense, can stand in its way. It will meander through valleys, carving out riverbeds, depositing boulders, huge amounts of stone, gouging out the land, reshaping the landscape, setting up the foundation for the reality level to come. So look at ice and the power that it has, even though it may seem to be moving very slowly, the power it has to reshape the reality, to move mountains, to create new riverbeds, new flows, new pathways in life. Feel that power as you dig deep into the understanding of apprenticeship. For all you are learning in every endeavor that you do that may seem to be new has an innate power to carve out a new landscape, a new reality, a new world for you. Deeply appreciate that slow movement and its ability to reshape that landscape, for you will know it is only laying out what will be needed in the next state. For when you allow yourself to increase the passion within you and provide that heat that will slowly begin to melt that ice into water, you will then begin to appreciate that as you learn to become the adept, as you learn to flow and not be quite so static, not quite so frozen, you will then feel the trickles going down into those newly carved valleys and riverbeds, into those newly carved lakes. And you will allow yourself to be able to see, to experience, to appreciate that then all the water that the ice has been now transformed into, filling up those rivers, lakes, and so forth, now are places for new life to form, for life to be nurtured in the streams and the lakes, in those now verdant valleys that are now fed by those streams, so they can grow new life in the forests and the flowers and the meadows that surround those beautiful bodies of water, those beautiful babbling brooks, as you say. And you have become the supporter of the life that would not have a place to go had you not, as ice, as the glacier, carved out those niches for them, created the landscape where those kinds of environments could take hold, where those new systems could grow and spread out from there and create richness in your life and flow in your life, flowing into the greater sea of your consciousness and providing sustenance for all forms of life that rely upon that ability to flow. And thus then, even as you begin to truly appreciate the support that you have created with your flow into water, even when all the ice has melted and you have become the adept, realize then that as the water in those bodies is again heated by the passion of your being, by your truth, your excitement, by that sun that illuminates your way, your world, your reality, your being, thus then and causes that water to evaporate into vapor, into steam, thus creating the atmosphere around the entire world that supports all forms of life in one way, shape, or form. Thus then the alchemist contains within itself the ability
to hold all life, to support all life, all views, all realities, all experiences within its being, within its envelope, within its bubble, within its atmosphere. Thus, then, you have expanded to a new level of reality, a new level of expression, a new level of being, of a very high frequency, flitting to and fro as the winds, moving, nurturing, bringing, exchanging nutrients from one area to another, seeds from one area to another, allowing new life to travel great distances within the atmosphere of your alchemy. Thus, understand that no matter where you are in life with any particular endeavor, be it what seems to be the ice, the glacial flow in that sense of the apprentice, the greater flow of the adept, or the free flow of the alchemist and the winds, there is an opportunity to truly examine, truly investigate, truly invest in, and truly appreciate each of those levels. And don't be in a hurry to go from one to the other, for each must have its timing in order to provide the proper foundation for the next. For without that glacier, there's no place for the water. And without that water, there is no atmosphere. And without that atmosphere, there is no life and no cycles. Allow yourself to truly live in each moment fully appreciating why it is there, fully appreciating that learning process. And allow yourself, through the process of your ascension, through the process of your expansion of energy, through the raising of your frequency in all endeavors that you undertake that are representative of your joy, your passion, and your excitement, to exercise what we will call the 9 powers of your physical reality experience. Look to these powers. Utilize these powers. They are the power to perceive, the power to choose, the power to act, the power to experience, the power to reflect, the power to learn, the power to grow, the power to transcend, and perhaps in a sense for your physical reality experience, in some ways, the most mysterious and powerful power of all, the power to forget. To have a clean slate, to start anew, so that you will have the experience of discovery in the utilization of these powers that exist within you, that create your physical reality experience. Once again, the power to perceive, the power to choose what it is from what you are perceiving that represents what you prefer, your passion, your excitement. The power to act on that excitement, to act on that passion, to ground that energy to the earth, to anchor it to physical reality, to create the power of your experience from that action. And from that experience, to reflect upon what you have created. And from that reflection, to learn. And from that learning, to reinvent yourself, to grow. And from that growth, to transcend, to see from a new perspective, a new idea for new choices, new actions, new experiences, new reflections, new learnings, new teachings. And then, in a sense, while you have allowed that experience to transform you, to allow you to transcend to the level of the alchemist in that endeavor, the power to forget, in a sense, to go through the experience of experience,
The experience of discovery, the experience of creation again and again and again and again and again. Going from apprenticeship to adept to alchemist again in every new undertaking. That seems fresh to you. That is a great power, the ability to make something seem like it's the first time, because everything exists already. Everything exists all at once. And the power to not know that is a great gift. A gift that allows you to experience creation as if for the very first time. And allows you to always feel new in the now moment. And live in the present. Like it's never happened before. Which, from your perspective, it has not. For even though the structure exists, always has and always will, your perspective of it, your experience of it, your point of view of it, your unique interpretation of that structure is brand new. Every different perspective you have that uplifts you through those different stages, from ice through water to steam, every single one of those experiences adds to the greatness of all that is, adds to its experience of itself. Appreciate fully the ability to be an apprentice, to not know where you're going, to welcome the unexpected surprise. Appreciate the experience of the adept that knows that life is all about the unexpected, all about timing, all about the freedom to choose. Appreciate the alchemist that is transformation itself, so that you can learn, grow, and transcend to another level that will allow you from that level to cycle into something new. And that you can continue to experience new things forever and ever and ever and ever without end. For there is no beginning to end. There is only now. There are only different points of now, different perspectives of now. It's the same now, just a different point of view of it. And the ability to relish and cherish those seemingly new experiences, those new perspectives, is a great gift. Use that power fully. The power to be new. We will thank you now for allowing us to share that idea with you. Take it to heart. Take it in. Breathe it in. Make it your own. Exercise those powers fully and that appreciation fully in life. And in return for the gift that you are giving us in interacting with you in this way on this day, I ask now, in what way may we be of service to you? You may begin your sharing of questions if you wish.
Bashar.